Welcome, everybody. I am delighted to be here with my good friend and a very, very dear client of ours, Denise from the UK. Welcome, Denise. How are you today?
I'm great, thanks, Silver. Yeah, all good. All's going in the right direction and all is well. So, yeah, it's nice to be here. Thanks for asking me. And it's my first live thing ever. So, yeah, something completely different.
Yes, and I'm sure it will be the first of many because you're up to amazing things in the world. And yeah, I'm sure you're going to be sharing some of that with us very soon.
Yep.
How's life been for you since you graduated from the 14-week Love Life Legacy program?
Life's been great. I mean, it was great just before I finished the program anyway, and it got better and better during the program. But now I've finished, it's things have developed. I've got a new job. That's going really well. I'm learning more about that every day. I'm still doing my coaching, learning to be a coach. So doing more sustainability things and getting involved with those a bit more. Um, yeah, I'm hoping to buy a house this year or early next year. So that's exciting because that's something I really want to do. And the way things have developed and moved on, it means that I'll be able to do it. So that's absolutely incredible. And if I thought about that last year, I would never have thought this coming next year I'd be able to do anything like that. So my life has changed and it's great.
I'm so happy to hear that because I remember the first call that we had together, you mentioned this desire to find a new home with a garden and also the extra space that you wanted so that your grandson could come and visit. And now it's possible having found this new job, which is, am I right in thinking it's the first job in 4 years?
Yeah, the first, because I went traveling 4 years ago, which was incredible. The traveling changed my path, which I thought it would, because I came across a lot of plastic in Southeast Asia and thought I have to do something about it. So I did some voluntary work there. And then when I came back, I decided to do some coaching and help sustainability via coaching, amongst other local projects as well. But yeah, that's my main goal at the moment. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Well, let's take a quick dive back into the past, and I would love you to share what life was like before we met. What was happening in your world? What were your thoughts around love and relationships, and how were you feeling back then before we met?
Um, so I came back from traveling and I was okay for a while. I didn't want to go. I did a small part-time job for a little while, and then I started to do some gardening and cleaning for people, which was okay, but it wasn't really my thing. And it was nice to work for myself for a little while, but I became more and more depressed, I think. Um, and not having a structure didn't help me either. Um, I was isolating quite a lot and, yeah, doing as everybody says on the group, death by duvet. So not getting up very early, not getting on with life, hiding away, and just generally run down and not happy. Couldn't find the purpose. I couldn't get the purpose back because I knew it was plastics, but I couldn't. I'd been doing a few talks about that, and I sort of stopped doing that. So yeah, lost my purpose, lost my way, and was very alone a lot of the time and down. Yeah, that's where I was up until about a year. Well, since I joined this course, I think, which was July. Yeah, July.
Yes, yes, I remember having that conversation with you and you being or feeling very disconnected
Yeah.
from family, from your purpose, and really lacking that momentum in life. I know you were really struggling with momentum at the time.
Yeah, momentum was really hard, and I was hiding away, and also because of COVID, it hasn't helped anybody anyway, and I didn't get to see my family during that time. They all live. I've got three grown-up children. They live in a complete triangle around me, about 200 miles away. So it was hard not to see them. So that didn't help anything at all. And I just got on a vicious cycle of downward spiral. And it was hard to drag myself out, but I did it. So, yeah.
Yeah, you put the work in and you did it. And I'm curious, Denise, how were you feeling about love and intimate relationship just before we met?
Yeah, not interested really. Not interested in anything like that. Couldn't be bothered. It was too much effort. And I think I've learned from it. And I knew before, but it's just re-emphasized that you have to love yourself. And I really didn't like myself, which was a complete step in the wrong direction, because you have to really love yourself to transfer that to anybody else. Those feelings and emotions have to come through, and it all has to be about love and being centered around it.
Right, exactly. And how long were you single, after the breakup of your marriage?
A few years. Yeah, a few
Yeah.
years I was single. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, I got it. And I'm really curious, what inspired you to sign up with us and committing to the Love Life Legacy program?
I think it was more the word love than anything else, to be honest. And the thought of leaving a legacy, it really resonated with me. Coming back to myself, I thought I don't love myself very much. I need to do that. And it would be lovely to move on and have more love in my life in general with everything. And also, when I spoke to you, Silver, you were mentioning all the other things, all the rubbish and the feelings and the depression and all the stuff that you've experienced in life that keeps you down and holds you down. Working through that and seeing it in different light and having your feelings not changed, but just switched a bit so that you can see that there's another side to everything, and that there's an opening and there are opportunities and there are different things you can do and different techniques to help you with that. I think that after that conversation, I thought, yeah, this is for me. This is definitely what I have to do, because I've got a lot of, backlog of back rubbish that I've gone through in my life, as many people have. And I was just sitting on it all. I kind of moved through it a bit, I think, but not enough. And I think when I did move through some of it, big style, for about 8-9 months, I was scared because it wasn't going away. It was just sitting there all the time. But I don't think I'd processed that enough. And I think when you have to process, you've got to do it for as long as it takes. And I managed to do that in the end. So it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, you certainly did. You dived straight in. I mean, as soon as we had the conversation, there really was no hesitation. You just said, I'm doing this. And yeah, that took a lot of bravery and a lot of courage.
Yeah, it did. It took me a while, because I thought, am I doing the right thing? Have I spent money on the right thing? Because there are some things in life I spent money on and they haven't been the right thing. And you have to learn. It's hard to know but I thought, if it's investment in myself and a really good investment, then I really do have to do the work and get through it and get to the other side of it, because I'm not going to get the benefit and the money will just be wasted. So yeah, I committed to it, and I'm so glad I committed. Yeah, it's one of the best things I've ever done.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, you really did commit to it, and you were one of the star students who really stuck to the program and stuck to the timeline, and yeah, you were fully committed. What was your experience like during the program?
Very supported, because that's the other thing. It's, you can struggle on your own, and then you lose the impetus to do anything. I think sometimes if you're left by yourself. But you and Georgia, I knew, were always there. So if I felt really low or really down on a day, I could always ping off an email, and somebody would come back to me and just make me see things in a different light, or suggest this, or go back and do that, do this. That was so helpful to know, just to know that support was there. and also on the calls with all the other people, the ladies on the call, who are such a supportive group. They're amazing. Lots of different stories in the group and lots of coaching going on. And the coaching is remarkable because even if you haven't got something specific you could be coached on, you could listen to other people and what they needed coaching on or help with, and it would help you as well. So it was a great thing to do all the group work. Yeah. Support and love around that group is incredible. Yeah.
It certainly is, and it's still the highlight of my week, tuning in for those group calls. And there's just so much transformation, so many breakthroughs, and as you say, so much love, support, and encouragement for everyone there.
Yeah, it's a great group. It's a wonderful group to be in. It's nice to know that you can go there twice a week and have that support and love and encouragement around you all the time. Amazing.
Yes, community is more important than ever right now, and that's what these unprecedented times are really showing us, the value of community and like-minded people.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, and I find some nice local projects that I'm just getting involved with sustainability, and that's really good as well. So yeah, it's opened my eyes to lots of things.
Excellent, excellent. And I would love to know, Denise, what would you say are your top 3 results that you got from being in the Love Life Legacy program?
Loving myself a lot more than I did. So I do love myself now. I think I'm amazing.
You are indeed.
Why not? Why not? Learning the techniques. I think one of the top things is learning the techniques that some of George's and your techniques, and a technique of loving yourself, where you do all that, that intimate work with yourself. That's an amazing thing. And I said on one of the calls that's almost a magical experience. It's so lovely, and it's encouraged me to refocus. I've refocused on me and my purpose and what life's about, and I didn't have that before. So it's drawn that out as well. And knowing that things can change and can change quite quickly if you put your mind to the work and you do what you need to do, then things snowball and they can change and move and shift in your direction. And it's great. You open up to the universe and things come your way. It's amazing. I've had 2 tax rebates since I've been on this course. So I wasn't expecting them at all, but I've had them. So it's an amazing thing. Yeah. Yeah, magical. I think it is magical. There's an element of the unknown there that comes in and gives you all those plus benefits when you open up to things and you're coming from a place of love. It's different.
It's operating on a whole new vibration and frequency, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It's quite it's a transformative process, and it brings all that joy and love and I, when I go into work now, I always think, I'm coming from a place of love. The compassionate mother of creation. I'm always thinking that when I go into work. And grace and love and harmony and all those things. Yeah. And courage. Not forgetting the courage.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I love what you mentioned about the tax rebates that just popped out of the thin air. And that's what happens when you're operating on that new frequency of love and presence and magic. The abundance just finds you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It comes your way, and it's amazing. I'm yet to see what else will come my way. If I'm on this path, lots of good things. So yeah, it's good.
And your relationships have improved massively as well, haven't you? You're in a lot more connection than you were when we first met. And on top of that, Denise, I would love to know, how ready do you feel now to find true love?
Yeah, very ready, I think. I need to. I mean, again, COVID stopped a lot of things happening here. Um, I need to go out and I'm about to join some groups. There's a lot of things not happening because of that and because of Christmas at the moment. But I've got some groups marked for New Year where I can go and do some walking and some meeting up with people, and a couple of those new sustainability groups. So I'm going to go out and meet more people, talk to more people, and just connect in general. And yeah, I'm sure that something will open up from there, and there will be more opportunities for me. And I'm ready for that now. It's good. It's time. Yeah.
Yeah, you sound so much more confident in being able to be discerning and choosing the right type of partner who matches your visions and ambitions for life.
Yeah. I think that's it. And I've learned a lot of that from the course and listening to other people talking about things. And yeah, discerning and making the right choices instead of the wrong ones, or rushing into things, just taking things slowly, see how they go, going through different stages with things. Yeah, just taking a step back and breathing and pausing, the power of the pause, which is one of my favorites. Yeah, not rushing, just discerning and taking things as they come.
Because one of the things that you learn in the program is the awareness of, you know, being able to spot those red flags and being able to set healthy boundaries, and also understanding the pattern of the previous relationships, and, you know, how they were unhealthy.
Yeah, it's recognizing if you're veering into that direction again, how you can pull yourself back, and knowing that you can't do it again because you've done it 2 or 3 times before maybe, and it's, you know, and that my relationships have been codependent, so I'm really aware of that now. I've done a lot of work around that, so I can surely spot if I'm going in that direction again. I'll be like, no, this is not going to happen. I need to do a big lot of discernment around this, and a piece of work, and just step away from it, because I'm not doing that again. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, and that's huge when suddenly you're not painting those red flags green anymore, and you can be discerning. And
Yeah.
that really comes from that rock solid sense of self-worth, and owning your value, and self-love, which you're really embodying now. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great feeling. I mean, I'm much happier than I've been in a long time. So it's amazing. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing your experience. And I know this was a big investment for you, and it was certainly a bit of a risk. You know, we'd never met before, and it was probably the most that you've invested in yourself development up until this point. What advice would you give to those who are listening, who are maybe sitting on the fence and wondering if it's worth investing a decent amount in their growth?
I'd say just do it. If you think about things too much, you probably won't do them. But do it, because it's such a good program, and Georgia and Silver are there to support you all the time. You know, other aspects of my life have changed as well. My relationship with my 3 grown-up children has always been good, but it's even better now because I talk to them in a different way, and I see them not in a different light, but I see where they're coming from more, and that's really invaluable, and it's enriched my life more with them. So, you know, when we get together now, it's a more wonderful experience than it ever was before. And relationships in general, you know, there's a lot to be learned about them, and we can do so much to enhance them. And this course really helps that. It points you in the right direction to do all sorts of magical things in your life. And I'd say definitely go for it, invest in it, because you're worth it. If you want to love yourself and you don't, if you want to love other people and you don't, then do the course, and it's worth every single penny that you can put towards it. So yeah, that's what I'd say.
Well said, Denise. And on that note, if you are interested in finding out more about the Love Life Legacy program and how Georgia and I can support you to have incredible breakthroughs and transformations that last, just like Denise did, then book a call at lovelifelegacy.global/apply. And on that call, we will find out what's working and what's not in your love life. But most of all, we'll look at where you want to go in your love life and your relationships and your legacy moving forward. And if Georgia and I can support you in absolutely any way, we will tell you and show you on that call. A lot of people have transformations and breakthroughs on these breakthrough calls. So yeah, they're well worth investing your time in. So Denise, I would love to know before you go, what does the future hold for you? Because I know you are in a program at the moment, a new program which is teaching you how to be a sustainability coach. Tell us about your vision for that and your vision for the rest of your life. What's possible now?
Well, my vision is to be that coach and to help people all over the world to enhance their sustainability capabilities, really. That's my major thing. I was horrified when I saw all the plastic and all the waste that goes on. And I've worked in a waste company, so I know exactly what is and isn't going on. It can be quite frightening. So, I am the compassionate mother of creation. So I need to love the planet, and I do, and I always have done. My dad was a great lover of the planet. So moving forward, just getting into all of that stuff, meeting people, traveling to places if possible, seeing things, finding out about them, seeing where I can help. And just being generally happy while I'm doing it, and getting involved in local projects as well, which is really exciting, and meeting more people through that. So yeah, I'm really excited about it all. It's fantastic.
And joining all those walking groups as well to
joining all my walking groups.
Partner.
Yeah, be good. You take some bags and pick up all the plastic on the way.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, such a pleasure hanging out with you and experiencing your smile, which has just got bigger and bigger and bigger, since the first day that we met. And yeah, it's such a joy to see you shining and spreading your love and your vibration, and also your mission as well, which is such an important mission to keep our planet clean and tidy, and look after it for the future generations, and remembering that we are part of nature and not separate from it.
Yes, we live with it and not on it, the planet. That's what I always think. We're all connected, and we need to safeguard it for our children and their children. Yeah.
Exactly. Well said. Well, thank you once more, Denise. We look forward to staying connected with you in our Love Life Legacy Momentum group, which is our graduate group. And thank you again. Have an awesome end to the year and a fantastic start to 2021. And thank you everyone for tuning in. And if you want to find out more about the Love Life Legacy program, the link is below, lovelifelegacy.global/apply. Come and connect, and you will personally get to speak to either Georgia or myself on that call. So until the next time, thanks again.
Thank you, Silver. Bye.